Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 25 in my Ironman Road to Max Cape series. Right now I'm just doing some fletching in my downtime. Don't really have a fletching goal or anything, just something I like to do since I have like 30,000 maple logs sitting in the bank. But this episode we're going to be working on Slayer, and just like the last episode we're going to be looking to get a jungle strike room task. Nothing really huge as far as goals. I just want to continue doing Slayer, make some money, hopefully make some cash, and I'm actually recording this after doing a few tasks, so yeah, there's some stuff in the in the video that might already be here, but yeah, I forgot to do the intro, so here's the intro now. It's a little bit late, but yeah, obviously it doesn't really make much of a difference. But like I said, hoping for that jungle strike room task, and you know, at some point soon getting the hexcrest would be nice, and being able to do a Slayer a little bit more efficiently, being able to move back to the Elf City Slayer Master, because the reason why I'm not using him at the moment is because he doesn't actually assign that task, the jungle strike room task. So pretty rough that I have to use a worse Slayer task with, you know, not as good tasks and stuff, but it's not a huge deal. Either way though, doing some Slayer, hopefully getting some combat levels, and other than that, just making some money on the side while doing Slayer, and, you know, maybe getting a few random levels with Jack of Trades and stuff, but other than that, nothing huge to happen in this episode, other than, like I said, doing some Slayer, so I guess let's just get into it. Alright, finishing up the Celestial Dragons task. It took me quite a while to finish it, but I think it was worth it. It left me 6k off of a Slayer level, so not too bad, and when you consider that I was like 150k off of the Slayer level in the last episode, it's a lot of XP for a task, of course. I did spend a lot of time doing it, so it doesn't actually come out to a lot of Slayer XP per hour, but got a lot of Dragon Bones, a lot of other drops, so I think it's worth doing this task in general. It's just kind of annoying. And of course, in the last episode, I did get the Dragon Rider body, so pretty cool in that regard. And other than that, I will be back shortly with a task, and as always, we're still looking for that jungle strike room task, and hopefully we can get it in this episode. I'm getting impatient with it now, and I don't really know what else I can do to improve my rate of getting it, so maybe I will try using a different Slayer Master, but anyway, I'll be back when I get a task, and then we will move on to do more Slayer, and most likely get a Slayer level in the next few minutes. Okay, time to get another task. Wish me luck, and I got 102 to Czar. Oh, not a good task at all, and she's of course going to offer me to do Jad. Honestly, I'm not opposed to doing Jad, but it's not really worth doing. Let me see how many points I have. 122. I guess I'll skip this one, and hopefully we can not have to skip the next one. Okay, so I got Mithril Dragons, which is really not a bad task at all. It's very quick as well, so pretty much just free points out of that one, and I will go finish that one up. It'll take me like a couple minutes at most because I have super anti-fires now, so that task will be relatively pleasant. And during that task, we will of course get that Slayer level as well. And a lot of range XP was gained from that last task, as the last Celestial Dragons task, so kind of nice to be getting combat XP again rather than just camping dungeoneering. And of course, my goal is to try and get 99 Constitution as my first 99, if that's possible, spreading my skills out over doing Slayer. If it's not possible, it's not the end of the world. I'm not too like worried about it, or I'm not going to obsess over it, but actually I'm going to keep my ticket on me. I don't think I need to take too much stuff with me. So anyway, yeah, gonna go do that task, and I'll be back when I pick up that Slayer level. Just pretty much started this Mithril Dragons task, and I'm going to pick up level 89 Slayer. Pretty happy about it. I'm really excited to get my... Oh, fuck, I just clicked that without looking at the screen, or looking at the thing. I wanted to see if I unlocked anything, but it doesn't really matter. Either way, though, yeah, picked up level 89 Slayer. Getting close to 90 plus Slayer, which is pretty cool. There isn't really too much crazy stuff you unlock above 90, but one thing that I am kind of looking forward to unlocking is Ganodermics, so when I do end up unlocking Ganodermic beasts, I will of course have to at some point probably camp those for the seeds they drop and stuff, so, and of course I may eventually want Ganodermic armor, so yeah, there's some really good tasks at higher level Slayer that are definitely worth unlocking, so I'll certainly keep an eye out for when I unlock those. I think there's some pretty good ones at like 93 and 95 and stuff like that. So, of course, I will be looking forward to unlocking Dark Beasts as well, which I think are at 90. Could be wrong. It's been a long time since I've done medium to low level Slayer, but I think they're at like 90 or 92. Anyway, guys, I'll be back with a new task hopefully soon, and maybe we can get a Jungle Strike Room task. If not, then, like I said, we'll probably just be spamming out a bunch of tasks. This one is very short, so I'm going to bank real quick after this kill probably, and bank the bones and finish up this task in the next inventory, so I'll be back when I'm done with this task. Well, we're going to just pretend that we don't see the "oh dear, you are dead" thing down in the chat box, and pretend that I didn't try to do the last Mythal Dragon with 100 health left and died. So we're just going to pretend that didn't happen and go on and get a new task. 225 Spiritual Mages, not actually a bad task, I'll take it. It's good for cash, and let's see what I have for points here just to get a feel for what we have. So we have 110 points right now. Like I said before, I'm trying to manage it and keep it over 100 in case I do get the Jungle Strike Room task. I will want to probably maybe extend it, or even extend it and prefer it. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but if I get it, I'll probably end up extending it at the very least. And if I have like 1 or 2 left and I still haven't got the hexcrest yet, then I'll probably prefer it so that I can ensure that I get it in the future. But anyway, yeah, that's my plans. That's why, in case you guys didn't notice from the last episode, I have been trying to keep my points at least over 100 so I can prefer the task. So anyway, yeah, gonna go do Spiritual Mages now. Kind of a task, not my favorite, but like I said, it's good for money, so it's not too bad, and it'll give me some range XP. I finished up a Spiritual Mages task just now, made about 1,000,000 GP off of it from alchables, which is pretty awesome. But now it's time to get a new task, hopefully a Jungle Strike Room task, and we're going to get a Celestial Dragons task. Oh man. The thing about this task is, for one, I just did one, and I don't want to do another one, and it takes anywhere between 2 and 3 hours, so I'm actually going to cancel that task. It's a good task, but it takes way too long, and I have to bank too often, so I guess I can do Steel Dragons. They don't take that long to do, and I can do them in Caradel's dungeon, so not too bad. But anyway, no Jungle Strike Room task this time around, unfortunately. But, you know, Steel Dragons aren't too bad. I'll get some Dragon Bones off of them. As you can see, I have 174 in the bank right now, so I'll have a little bit over 250 when I'm done. And of course, that will add up to a good amount of prayer XP in the long run. So I always try to save my bones when I can, unless it's like completely out of the way. But in the case of Steel Dragons, I can just use my ring teleport here, use a fairy ring to get back, and it takes like less than a minute to bank, so not really that bad. But anyway, I'll go do this task, and I'll be back soon. Well, I'm finally breaking and going to a lower Slayer Master. I was looking at the weighting of the tasks, which is how it works, by the way, in case you didn't know. Each task is weighted. The higher the number, the higher chance you have of getting the task. And so anyway, the highest weighting for tasks is for Simona and Chaldar, and I was using, Caradel. So I was kind of like in the middle, but either way though, I'm going to try to use Simona and see if I can get the task. I have the Slayer VIP ticket as well, so I have an extra chance to get the task. So we got Hellhounds or Scarabites. I'm going to get shitty tasks from this, from these Slayer Masters, but it's worth it if I can get the task more in a timely manner, but whatever. I'll do the Hellhounds task for now. It's not the worst task in the world, and honestly, it's pretty AFKable too, which is nice. So I'll do that task real quick. It should only take me a few minutes, maybe 10 minutes at the most, and then I'll come back, get a new task, and hopefully get that Jungle Strike Room task. I keep saying it, and it's getting annoying at this point because I really don't know what else to do other than to have a Slayer VIP ticket in my inventory at all times. It's really hard, and skipping tasks and stuff. I mean, I'm doing everything that I think is possible. I really don't know what else I can do. So anyway though, I'll be back when I'm done with this task, and we can hopefully maybe get a little bit more lucky than we have been recently. Let's get another task and see what we can get here. Going to pick up, oh my goodness, finally. Sorry about that. My had a moment of happiness, but my speaker is kind of like messed up on me there for a second. I'll unplug them so they don't do that again. But anyway, finally got this Jungle Strike Room task, and here's my goal here. So I'm going to obviously take the Jungle Strike Room task. I'm going to go to rewards, and I'll have to put in my pin. Give me a second. Okay, so what I'm probably going to do here is I'm not going to extend the task, because if I extend it, I'll have 2 points too little in order to prefer it. So I'm going to wait until I go through the task. If I get myself a hexcrest, I will not prefer or extend it, and I'll just move on with my life. But if I am at like 2 or 3 left and I don't have the hexcrest yet, I'm going to come back and prefer the task so that I can pretty much guarantee that I'll get it in the near future as well. So yeah, just a quick thing. I'm just letting you guys know what I'm going to do here. So yeah, like I said, going to go do this task real quick. Going to go to, I think I'm going to get a Ring of Wealth because I want the higher chance of getting the hexcrest as well. So Anyway, pretty excited. Not the end of the world to get this task, but obviously I've been trying to get it for a long time, so it feels a lot more exciting than it probably should. But anyway, yeah, gonna do this task, and hopefully I'll update you guys with a hexcrest soon. So I finally get that jungle strike room task. However, I didn't get a hexcrest, so I'm going to have to prefer the task, which will make me more likely to get it, obviously, and there's nothing else I can do right now. As you can see, I have 25 left for some reason. I just had 2 left, but now that it's preferred, I get 25. It's possible that when you prefer a task, it automatically extends it, so we have a couple more chances to get the hexcrest this time, but yeah, like I said, haven't got the hexcrest yet. We'll most likely have to go back for more tasks. It's not really the end of the world. As long as I can get it preferred, I know I'll get it eventually, but obviously I was having such a hard time getting it before that just having it preferred is kind of a good lift off my shoulders, because now I know for a fact that I'll, eventually get it done. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to finish this task, grab another task. If I don't get anything useful, then I won't update you probably, but if I do, I will update you, and other than that, I will be probably back with hopefully maybe a Slayer level or something. I'd like to get 90 Slayer today, so we'll see if we can get that done. Well, I got myself an Abyssal Demons task, which I was able to finish up rather quickly. It was a short task, about 130 kills, I think. Very short because it's from a lower Slayer Master, obviously. Normally, I think my other Abyssal Demon tasks are like 250 or 270 or something. This one was 130, so kind of insane to have such a short task, but it's good because it gives me a chance of getting that Jungle Strike Room task a little bit quicker. But I will turn in my contract real quick, grab the cash because the combat XP is negligible, and then we will go, actually I have a teleport on me, and we'll go and grab a task and see if we can get another Jungle Strike Room task. Another thing, I did end up getting a whip on this task. Usually I was alching my whips, but I'm actually going to keep it just in case it's useful for the new skill that's coming out, Invention. So if I end up needing one, I'll have one in the bank. I think I might have one in the bank already too, so I don't know how things work in Invention all the way. I haven't entirely looked into it. So anyway, let's grab a task, and 176 spiritual mages. Kind of a longer task, but it's decent money. One good thing about being back to doing Slayer is my money is going up rather than down, which is rather nice. And actually, I'm going to cancel this task and look for a different one because I have points now, and I'm not going to have to spend them on extending the task or preferring the task, because I don't need, I already have it preferred, so it's going to be automatically extended, I think. So another spiritual mages task, and I don't think I have enough points to cancel another one, so whatever I get on this task right here is the one I'm stuck with, and 182 greater demons, of course. So rip. Anyway, gonna do this task, and hopefully we can come back and after I'm done with this one, maybe grab a better task, or hopefully a Jungle Strike Room task. Well, I did my daily reset, did a task, and accidentally forgot to bring my Slayer VIP ticket that time. I ended up getting gargoyles, so as you can see, I have 0 gargoyles left. So I had to go ahead and do that, and I didn't, like I said, I didn't have my ticket on me, so I didn't get the double task. So anyway, I'm gonna grab a new task, and gonna get 142 cave crawlers. That's like the worst task known to man, so I'm definitely going to skip that very quickly, and I'm gonna be left with 4 points, which is so bad. So I'm stuck with whatever task this is, and we're going to get Turoths, another terrible task. Oh, it's so frustrating having to use these bad Slayer Masters, but I really need to get this out of the way and just get that helm. Kind of sucks because I would like, maybe I'll go back to Kuradal now that I have them preferred. It'll make my life easier because I'll have good tasks to do, because like Turoths honestly is just not even a task that's worth doing. I almost want to skip this task with like the lower Slayer Master, but I'm pretty sure that resets your total tasks, which is kind of like, I don't want to do that. So anyway, yeah, Turoths probably not the best task, but whatever, I'll do them anyway. And maybe I'll probably go back to Kuradal next, because I don't see a reason to continue using this Slayer Master now that I have them preferred. I got the one task I needed, so now I can continue to get them in the future with the preferred task thing. So anyway, yeah, gonna go finish up this, or do this ridiculous task. My combat level is what? Let's see here, 126, and I'm doing a Turoths task. Is pretty pathetic, but anyway, I'll be back when I'm done with this task, or maybe not. Maybe I'll wait until a couple tasks from now, but either way, hopefully I'll be back soon with a Jungle Strike Room task. Well, I've done a few tasks since the last one I showed you. I don't even remember what it was, but I'm back to using Kuradal for now. Like I said, I have the task preferred, so there's really no point in using a shitty Slayer Master, especially considering I looked and realized I'm getting like no Slayer XP from these tasks. So, yeah, I think I did Hellhounds and something else, I don't remember. But either way, I'm gonna get a Gargoyles task. Really am not in the mood to do Gargoyles, but I don't even think I have a choice because if we go to my rewards, I don't even think I have points because I skipped a task as well. I do have enough for one cancel, but I'm going to save that because Gargoyles are a good task. I'm just not in the mood to do them, which is kind of a shitty reason to skip them. I might take a little bit of a break from doing Slayer just because, yeah, I've been at it for quite a few hours today, and obviously been pretty much nothing but disappointment with the Jungle Strike Room task, not getting one, and then obviously getting one and not getting the hexcrest and not being able to get one again since, so it's like, not exactly happy about the situation, but like I said, at least I have them preferred. It sort of helps to just know that I'll most likely get it in the near future, but yeah, it's still pretty annoying. Anyway, though, I'll be back with hopefully either the end of this task. I don't think I'm close to a magic level. No, I'm not, and I'm not close to a Slayer level either, so maybe I'll update you guys at the end of that task, or if anything else comes up in the meantime. Alright guys, like I said, I'm just going to take a little bit of a break from Slayer. Decided to make some nature runes because why not? I was close to a rune crafting level anyway, so there we go, level 73 rune crafting. Probably not going to keep making nature runes. I'll probably go and do something AFK for the rest of the night. It's pretty late right now, and I'm just trying to chill a little bit since I've been pretty much just grinding away at Slayer all day. Seems like I haven't accomplished much because I was doing such shitty tasks, but yeah, I'm pretty tired right now, and yeah, I would like to continue getting XP, but not really doing anything too demanding, I guess. So maybe I'll do like some, wood cutting, or I mean, mining would be a good thing to do as well, mining and smithing, so maybe I'll do that, but that's a little bit click intensive as well because I have to continue to superheat the gold and stuff, so maybe instead I'll do something a little bit more AFK-able like wood cutting or even crafting at the harps or something. But anyway, I'll figure something out to do for a little while. Might not have an update for it if I don't have a level, so yeah, but anyway, for now I will go figure out something else to do, and I'll be back hopefully tomorrow with some more Slayer gains, and of course looking to get that task as well, that Jungle Strike Room task at some point. But as far as that goes, hopefully we can get lucky, but if not, then I mean, it is what it is. I've sort of given up hope on, or rather I've sort of just assumed, I'm assuming that it's going to take me much longer than it should as it is, so yeah, anyway, I'll be back tomorrow with some more progress. Well guys, like I said, I wanted to do something a little bit more AFK, so I decided to come to the Ivy in Prifddinas and do some woodcutting. Why woodcutting? I don't really know. It just happened to be something I could AFK easily, and I'm probably going to pick up a level here. There we go. Level 87 woodcutting. I actually picked up 2 woodcutting levels. I was 85 before I started, and I was pretty close to 86, so I picked up 86, and then all of 86 to 87, so pretty much just XP gains. Nothing particularly important. Other than that, though, I probably should have done it at somewhere where I could, I should have done it at the Janinko lair so I could get farm making XP too, but, not particularly worried about that. I was just looking for something to AFK. I might do a little bit more of something before I end this video, or before I end this episode, rather, so keep an eye out for that. But other than that, I will probably just stop woodcutting now. I don't really feel like doing it, to be honest with you, anymore. I did it for a few hours, and yeah, it's meh. I'm not looking forward to getting 99 to woodcutting. The good thing about it, though, is it is extremely AFK-able, so I don't really lose much time. Otherwise, I can do a lot of other things, like edit videos for the channel and stuff, so it's pretty good in that regard, but yeah, not the most fun skill to train. Either way, though, I'll probably do something else for a little while, and it'll probably be the last thing I do in the video. Maybe a Slayer task. I have gargoyles right now, so pretty decent task to do, so maybe I'll do that. Either way, though, I'll be back soon with a little bit more progress. Okay guys, I know I just mentioned in the last clip how I should have done fire making at a different place so I could get the XP, but I decided to actually do a little bit of fire making in a little bit of a different way, which is to use these magic logs in the wilderness with my fire making brawlers, in case you guys weren't watching the episodes earlier. I did get fire making brawlers. I think they were from like elves or something, but either way, gonna pick up level 85 fire making. This XP is ridiculous. I got like 150k in like 5 minutes, if that, so yeah, the XP is pretty broken here. But yeah, I don't have unlimited magic logs. I think I have like 1,000, so I'm going to use most of them up, and as you can see down here, my gloves are at like 90%, so I highly doubt that I'll use up all of the gloves with just 1,000 magic logs, but I could be wrong. Actually, I might. I probably will. It'll probably use like 800, 900, so anyway, though, yeah, I'm just going to, oh, I forgot to bank my runes and stuff from that spirit, but anyway, going to continue to do this. I might get another, well, I'll definitely get another level, so I'll probably update you guys with that shortly. Still fire making, and I'm going to pick up another fire making level right here, level 86. Haven't really gone through much of my gloves, as you can see. They're still over 70% right now. So yeah, level 86 fire making. Maybe I'll get level 87 before I'm done. I'm not sure yet, but if I do get it, then I'll be back with a little bit more fire making progress. Wasn't paying attention and ended up missing it, but I did pick up level 87 fire making right now, and I think I unlocked something. Like I said, I wasn't paying much attention, but unlocked another beacon. Pretty decent, and my gloves are currently at 41%, so I'm a little bit more than halfway there. I might actually manage to get 90 fire making from these things, which would be awesome. I doubt it. I think it'll probably stop at like 88 or 89, but you know, it's fine. A bunch of total levels is always nice as well, and either way though, I will continue doing fire making for a little bit longer. I don't know if I'm going to finish the gloves tonight. I'm kind of tired, and I will need to edit this video, so yeah, anyway, most likely going to finish the gloves at some point in the near future though, probably getting at least 88 fire making, and yeah, we'll see what we end up doing. If not, then I will just end this episode, but maybe with another fire making level to go with it. And I'm going to pick up level 88 fire making right now. Again, not an important level, but fire making gains and total level is always nice. So anyway, my gloves are at pretty low percentage at this point, like 14%. And I think I'm going to call it there. I'm going to continue doing the rest of these logs, but I highly doubt I'm going to get 89. So that's going to be the end of this video, guys. If I do get another level, it'll probably be in the next one, so you won't be missing too much. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching this episode of my Ironman Road to Max Cape. Hopefully next time we can get back to some Slayer. I know I took a little bit of a break. Probably shouldn't have, but yeah, I wanted to get 90 this episode, but really, honestly, I was a little bit discouraged by that task not getting me my hexcrest, so whatever, they're not the end of the world. Anyway, guys, I will see you in the next episode. Hopefully we'll have a hexcrest then. If not, then I might take a break from Slayer, because it's going to be really, like, I'm getting kind of frustrated with the situation at this point. I did, like, I don't know, 20 tasks or something like crazy, and I didn't even get the hexcrest, so it's like, I don't know. I know, like, I'm being impatient about it, but I also feel like I probably should have got it by now in general, regardless. Actually, I'm going to do maple logs from now on. But I feel like I should have got the task more often by now, and I feel like I should have got the hexcrest by now, so it's really frustrating. Either way though, it's not the end of the world. It's just like, it's just an annoying thing, and it's kind of discouraging. But anyway, like I said, gonna finish up my gloves, hopefully use the rest of them up, and next episode we can hopefully get back to some Slayer, and if not, then maybe we'll do something else, something completely different. Maybe I'll go back to getting my dragon pickaxe, because that's something I would like to do. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching again. I already said that, but I'm going to say it again, and I will see you guys in the next episode.